Alright, just a little disclaimer before I start here. I'm making this video public even though it's really only for the people participating in the AI Fight Club, but I just want to put it out there that I am no expert on Git. I am a Git noob, so if you're looking at this video trying to learn all about Git, then you're probably barking up the wrong tree. That being said, you know, some people are having trouble getting Git up and running just for the AI Fight Club, so that's all this is going to be, is just a super simple guide for those of you participating in the AFC. And for the rest of you, you can, I made this public. You can check it out if you're interested in Git, you want to see how some people use it. Just don't take this as my recommendation on how people should be using Git, because I don't have a fucking clue. I just do whatever sort of works at the moment. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get started here. So let me show you guys what your workspace should look like. So you should have the AI Fight Club, the Ballistics project in your local repository. You should have cloned the remote repository and you have your own local repository on your computer. And what you should have is you should have at least two branches. You should have the main branch, which is called core, and you should have your own unpublished branch, your own private branch that doesn't get updated to the server, and you call that, well, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm just calling this one my bot for illustrative purposes. So yeah, and what I am imagining is that probably a lot of you don't have this. Maybe a lot of you cloned it and are working in core. And that's not good. That's not what you want to do. You want to create your own branch and work in that and leave core untouched. So let's have a little diagram here. We'll get the pretty pictures. Let's get the diameter down here. That's fine. Let's stop it. Just stop it. Okay. So you've got the core branch, and it's got like a bunch of commits going on. And then what you want to do is you want to create your own branch off here, like that, and then you do your own commits there, and you call that, you know, my bot. And the reason for this, well, there are many reasons for this, but one reason is that, let's say later on, there are some updates to core, right? So some new updates happen. Well, if you have your own separate branch, all you do is you sync with the remote repository, and it will update your local core branch, and then you create a branch off of this local core, and you merge that into your bot, and that will give you these remote commits into your bot. So let's change the color here. So these are the commits. Oh, fuck that. These are, did I do it? Yes, I did. So these are the commits that were added after you branched from core. And so what you want to do, these are your commits that you added, and you want to update, you want to sync with the remote repository, pulling all these commits into your local core branch. And then you want to create a branch off of core, and we'll just call this like my update. And then you want to merge that branch, the my update, you want to merge that into my bot, therefore getting up to date on all the what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck words, I hate them. It's the end of a long work day. But this is what you want to do. Now, if you are adding all of your, let's look at the other case. So you've got core here, and now you're adding all of your stuff onto the end of core. And now you want to sync with the remote server and get your these red updates. Well, what it's going to do is, sure, you're going to get the red ones when you sync. You might also get conflicts with what was changed in the server and what you've added. And also, it's going to push all of your green commits onto the remote server. And a lot of you probably don't want to do that, because if you're working on your bot, you want to keep that shit under wraps. So that's one reason. There's other reasons, but basically never work on the core branch. Always create branch off and work in your own branch. So that is what you must do. And when you do that, it looks like this. So for those of you who haven't done that, well, that's okay. We can save this. This can be salvaged. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you what you should be doing when you're working with Git here. So how shall we proceed? Well, let's close this. I'm just going to open up a blank window for whatchamacallit, Visual Studio. And you're going to go into Team Explorer. First of all, let's go to Tools, Options. What you've got to have set up, if you haven't done this already, is you've got to go into Source Control. Where is it? Source Control, Plugin Selector, and you want to go to Microsoft Git Provider. That should be your Source Control plugin. Now, once you've got that solved, you're going to want to clone a remote repository. So you go to Connect Team Projects, and you click Clone. And here is where you'll be able to add the URL for your remote repository. So what's that? Well, you go to the GitHub page, and you go down here, and you have the HTTPS clone URL. You click the convenient copy to clipboard button, and you put that in here. All right, then you pick where you want to put this motherfucker, and I'm gonna stab him on the desktop. I'm gonna call him Captain Stabbin', and you click Clone, and there you go, cloning repository, and it's been cloned successfully, and there it is in our list of local Git repositories. We've got Captain Stabbin'. So double click on that. And now you have Captain Stabbin' open, but you can't see anything, no solution, anything. That's because a single Git repository can have multiple solutions. Here's the list of solutions for our Captain Stabbin' repository, which is a clone of the remote Ballistics Mark 1. And you double click on this solution, you open the solution. So now we have our solution here. Here's all the stuff. And what you can do is you can check the branches, and you see there's only one branch currently, the core branch. So now when you want to add your bullshit, when you want to make your AI, what you got to do is you got to create a new branch. You base it off core, you call it my dumb bullshit AI. Oh, and then you hit the wrong buttons. My dumb bullshit AI. Branches can't have spaces in them, so keep that in mind. Create your branch. Now you have your unpublished branch, which is what you want. You want that branch unpublished. My dumb bullshit AI. And it was created off of core, so it's going to be identical to core. And now you do your coding and shit, and you commit your changes to my dumb bullshit, and you don't touch core. You never touch core. And the only time you're going to use core is when you want to sync your core with the remote server, and then branch off of it and do all dumb bullshit. I'll talk about that next, actually. So where's my branches here? So yeah, do all your work in your unpublished private branch and don't touch core. So for those of you who have been working in core, all you got to do is re-clone the remote server and then create a branch in there and just copy your files over. In your branch, you can copy your files into the new repo folder, and then you just go project add existing item, and you can add files in. And any changes you made to existing files, well, you gotta copy and paste those and put them in there. But you want to get it to this, where you have core and you have your own unpublished branch. Because if you don't do it that way, you're gonna fuck shit up. Next, okay, so now let's say, I'm just gonna open up, where is it? This one. So let's say you got it like I said, you got the way it should be. You got core and you've got your own branch. Now what you want to do is, you've heard that Chili has just updated core. He's put some awesome shit in there, and you want to pull that into your development branch. Well, what you do is first you go to core. You switch over to core and you go unsynced commits and you go sync. And it says successfully synchronized. So core has been updated. And you look in core. You can check it out if you want and see what Chili has added. The easiest way to figure out what changed, you go to changes. And you can go view history and you can see what has been updated in there. But whatever, so you know that shit has changed. And now what you want to do is you want to pull that into your own branch. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to branches. You're going to go to core. You're going to create a new branch off core. Call that my core update or something. I don't know, whatever. Create a branch. Now you've got my bot and my core update. And just like I showed you in this thing here, now you want to merge my update with my bot. And so what you do is you go merge, and in here you put my bot, and in here you put my core update, and you go merge. And merge completed with conflicts. Resolve the conflicts. So it says that there are conflicts. This will happen. So you've got to decide whether you want to take the parts from my core update, or do you want to take what's on my bot. And generally you're going to want to take what's the new stuff that you're merging in. So we'll say take source. And we'll go to this one. We'll compare the files. These aren't even like your source files. These are just the files that Visual Studio uses to manage your workspace. So here, yeah, we want to take source, and we commit the merge. So we'll go merge. Well, before we commit, so we've just completed the merge, but we haven't committed all the changes of the merge. So what we can do is we can go build. We can try to build this thing. And it builds, so it's fine and everything. There's a little bit of jank, I'm not gonna lie. If you look at this here, MIDI.cpp, these should actually be in the framework folder. And this Batman edit.midi is gonna go in the resource folder. So it wasn't perfect, and to be 100% honest with you guys, this is actually my first time merging through Visual Studio. I've merged before, but I've used a different tool. So there's probably I didn't handle it the best way there, but we managed to squeeze by. And now let's commit this change. So we'll just call this I don't know, updated my bot with remote with remote commits. I don't know, whatever. Who cares? Let's do this. And there we go. And that, my friends, is that. And if we run this one, there we go. We have it all working together. So that is how you handle that. And I guess, well, I'm going to look more into how you resolve merge conflicts and stuff like that within the Visual Studio thing. And I'll probably post any findings that I may have, but basically that's what you want. And the reason I'm posting this is because I've actually updated the core. And yeah, I want you guys to pull that and try to merge it with what you've got at your earliest convenience. Anyways, I hope this has helped a little bit in getting Git up and running and how to do some simple actions in Git. And feel free to ask any questions on the appropriate thread in the forum. And I'll see if I can't get you some answers. So good luck with your AI development, and keep that core branch clean.